Hello and welcome to Maximum Fitness. My name's Jeremy Dahm, owner and trainer of Forever Fit Personal Training. Today we're at 5 Mile in Farmington at the Livonia Senior Center in Livonia, Michigan. It's no mystery we're here to burn fat and obtain results. And what's the first thing you need with the mystery? It's a CLU. The name of today's workout is called the CLU Full Body Workout. It stands for core, lower body, and upper body. We're going to get started with 3 exercises in a circuit format. The first exercise we're going to begin with is called the Russian Get Up. I'm going to start off with a 6 kilogram medicine ball, which amounts to 13.2 pounds. A kilogram is 2.2 pounds per kilogram. We're going to take it down to the mat. I'm going to start off with my hands up just above my head, just like so. My feet flat on the mat, no bend in my knees. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get up off of the mat just like this while maintaining my hands above my head and looking at the ball. We're going to do this for 20 reps. Okay, starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You may notice you might slide a little bit on the mat, but that's not uncommon. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Wow, it's a pretty good burn. Remember, I'm using a 13.2 pound ball, which is 6 kilograms. You guys can also go a lot lighter. Some of you may not be as advanced as I am. Next, we're going to move on to the next exercise, which is called a squat with a shoulder raise. I'm going to take my 8-pound dumbbells here. Thing to remember when you're doing this squat, the dumbbell raise, is my arms are going to come up only to shoulder height, and my legs are going to go only down to parallel to the floor, no further than that. And when my arms come up, I got my weight in my heels. It's a way of counterbalancing my weight to get back into my heels. And the same thing goes with every squat that I've ever taught you guys here on Maximum Fitness, is to breathe out on the way up and breathe in on the way down. So we're going to go into 15 of these. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, got 5 more, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wow, that's a good set. Gonna set the weights back down. Remember, a safer workout area is a more of a cleared off area. You know, it makes things a lot better. You don't want to be falling over on things. Remember that. A safe workout area is the best area. And then the next exercise we're going to do is a pull-up from the floor. Pull-ups in general are hard. In fact, only 5% of the population can do one of their own body weight. This is a way where you can strengthen yourself to be able to work up to actually doing a real pull-up. I'm going to show you a few different ways to start off with. Okay, you notice I have them on the floor. Now, here, since I've been doing Maximum Fitness, you guys, you know, for the last so many years, I've been teaching you guys ways of working out with minimal amount of equipment in the comfort of your own home, so you can, you know, cut back on buying, you know, the big universal setup and whatnot. But this piece here goes for about $100. I wanted to give you an idea. The medicine ball there, it's about $95, but you don't have to spin that. You have so many other varieties of medicine balls, but I like to buy the best. These, though, you can usually only buy from one company, so that no matter what, you're going to have to spend $100 on these. But I'm going to take it down to the floor. When doing this exercise, you want to make sure that your chest is lined up with your hands, okay? Because the bigger muscles you're working on here are your lats, your latissimus dorsi, or your back muscles. This is the muscle, the prime mover, the muscle that's going to get me up off of that floor. I don't want to mess with my form by putting my butt all the way out here and then put my butt all the way back here, because all of a sudden these things move around a lot easier. So when you center yourself, you can also balance yourself a lot better. We're going to start off right here. Now my feet are further away, which is much more difficult. But if I bring them in closer, it's easier. Now I'm going to do 15 of these from further away. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And that's your pull-up from the floor. Remember, that was the more advanced version. My feet are further away, requires much more strength. Now I'm going to show you just a few with my feet in a little bit closer. This makes it easier because I got less of my body weight to pull up. 3, 4, and 5. And that concludes circuit number 1. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with circuit number 2. Welcome back to Maximum Fitness. We're going to start circuit number 2. Circuit number 2 consists of 3 exercises. We have the standard crunch, the jump squat, and the 3 plane push-up. We're going to begin with the standard crunch. You're going to start off with your legs up in tabletop like so. You can either cross them over or put them like that. And then you're going to remember, never interlock your fingers behind your head, just like in past episodes, how I've told you guys about that. Make sure your elbows are flat and chin to the ceiling, or you have a space between your chin and your chest for enough to fit your fist in, or like a small piece of fruit, just like that. And we're going to do 25 reps. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Good job. Now we're moving on to our second exercise, which is called the jump squat. The thing I'm going to do with the jump squat is I'm going to start off with my hands like this and my arms parallel to the floor. It kind of reminds you a lot of the shoulder raise squat that I did in the previous segment. You're going to start off like this, and when you jump, your arms are going to come down. It helps propel your body upward. Then you're going to go up and down 15 times, just like that. So we're going to get started. Start off like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Legs are burning. Wow, now we're going to move on to our 3 plane push-up. I'm going to grab our perfect push-ups here. What's nice about these is they move around like a swivel, which allows me to go into a 3 plane push-up, which I'm going to describe to you right here. I'm going to position myself over the top of the mat, just like so. Make sure they're even. just a little bit beyond shoulder width apart, just like when you're doing a regular push-up. Plane number one is just going to be like the standard push-up. You know, just like that, you know, like looks like I'm doing a regular push-up, except I have an extension of my hand. And what's nice about these perfect push-ups is some of my clients throughout the years and clients that I have, even at the present time, when they're doing a regular push-up, it puts too much torque on the wrist. So with the perfect push-up, it takes away a lot of that torque. Okay, so we're going to go into our 3-plane push-up. We're going to do 10 reps, which amounts to 30 reps. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. See the 3 planes? We're like this, this, and then like this. That was rep number 1. 1, 2, and 3. That's 2. Another thing you're going to notice when I'm doing the push-up is I'm making sure my whole body is straight. You know, I'm not doing it like this, going down and my pelvis is driving into the floor before my chest goes down. And then I'm not doing it like this, which turns it into mainly a shoulder push-up. To utilize the core, the upper body, the prime movers in the chest, the shoulders, the back, and to utilize the muscles properly, you got to make sure that you're doing this in good form. It's the most important part. The push-up, when done correctly, can be quite difficult, but there's no sense in doing it the wrong way because you're not going to get results. So we're going to do this 8 more times. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. That's 4. 1, 2, 3. That's 5. 1, 2, 3. That's 6. 1, 2, 3. That's 7. 1, 2, 3. That's 8. 1, 2, 3. That's 9. Last one. No one ever said these were easy. 1, 2, 3. That's 10. We're all done with circuit number 2. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with circuit number 3. Welcome back to Maximum Fitness. Circuit number 3. We got 3 exercises. The first exercise is going to be the flutter kick for 1 minute. Second, the alternating arm kettlebell squat, which we've never introduced the kettlebell here at Maximum Fitness, which I'm excited about that one. And third is our push-up with the dumbbell row. We're going to get started with the flutter kick. I have to put my watch down so I can keep track for 1 minute because, believe me, these are tough exercise. And I don't want to go past a minute on this one. I'm feeling it already. Here we go. Let's get started for 1 minute. But what we do before we get started, we're going to pop our hands up underneath our buttocks just to lift up that pelvis slightly. I'm making a fist, and I'm not sitting right down on my hands. My hands are on the edge of my like sit bones. Okay? So let's get started. 1 minute. Ready, set, and go. Just like that. You're going to make sure that your legs don't go no further down than like 6 inches from the floor. But you want to keep them where they're going down to around that 6-inch marker, so you're getting that resistance to work those hip flexors and those abdominal muscles properly. You're going to start to feel the burn. Yeah, that's 30 seconds right there. $20 seconds left. 15. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Wow, that's a great exercise. Boy, sometimes I forget when I stay away from the flutter kick of how excellent that is for our stomach. Here. Next, we're going to move into our kettlebell squat. Here's our 20-pound kettlebell. I'm going to take my legs, wide leg just like that, almost 30 to 45 degree angle with my feet. I'm going to start off with one hand, and I'm going to just go like this. Go down, then up and catch. Down, up and catch at the top. Just switching hands. Up and catching it at the top. And you're going to notice when I come up, I'm going to let the weight carry me down. I'm going to keep the weight primarily in my heels. So we're going to do this for 20 reps, so 10 on each arm. Start off with my right hand. Make sure I got a good grip on that, because you don't want the thing to go flying out of your hand. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. That's 10 on each arm, but 20 total kettlebell squats. After that, I'm going to set my kettlebell back down. Remember, keeping the weights out of the workout area is much more safe. And we're going to move into our push-up with the dumbbell row. And that's what I got these beautiful 20-pound dumbbells for. Okay, this one looks like so. I'm going to take the perfect push-ups, move them out of the way, and take the dumbbells and put them on top of the mat. You're going to line up your hands with your weights, your chest right over the top of your hands. That way you're properly working the chest and the rest of the core, the back muscles, the shoulders, everything that comes into stabilizing yourself while doing a proper push-up. We're going to go for 20 of these. That's 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. It's a lot tougher, guys, doing it on a mat because it sinks and wants to move. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Look, I'm going to recommend you don't do them on a mat that's got a little bit of a squish to it. You know why? Because these things start to move. The mat flexes. Your wrists are put into a stabilization mode. Your chest and everything's firing a lot more fiercely, which in turn creates a more intense burn. So next time, if you're ever going to do this, or if you do what I'm doing, you're going to make sure that you do it on a surface that's harder. Here at the Senior Center, this is actually tile, so I don't want to be slamming my metal weights up and down on there. So I'm going to recommend if you do this, do it on a much harder surface than this soft mat here. But I'm an advanced person, so I can get away with it. But that concludes circuit number 3. And we're going to come back with a special senior segment next. Hello, welcome back to Maximum Fitness and our special senior segment. During this segment, we're going to go over 6 exercises. 3, we'll go through 3 and then we'll do another 3. We're going to try to do them both in a 1 circuit and then a 2nd circuit format, but I'm just going to go through them all at one time with no breaks. First exercise we're going to start off with is called a same side elbow to a same side knee crunch. So I'm going to take it down to the mat in front of me, and I'm going to take my leg up, over, cross it over, and I'm going to take my same side elbow to the same side knee, just like that, with my other arm on the floor to help stabilize my body. I'm going to do 15 reps on each side. Let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now we're going to switch to the other side, do another 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Wow. Next, we're going to move on to our ankle raise. We're going to go up and then out. Take our weights, ankle weights like so, sit down on the chair, and make sure you're going to wrap this around. You know what, this is actually the hard way, so I'm going to put my foot up on the chair. Make sure the chair is stable, you know, make sure it's not sliding around a lot. So you're going to make sure when you put this on your ankle that you get it on there nice and snug. Otherwise, it's going to move around and drive you nuts. So you're going to take it all the way around. I like to kind of double wrap it, you know, so it don't move around on me that much at all. And there's all types of different kinds of these. But you want to make sure they're stable on your ankle. It's the most important part. Okay, just going to sit upright in the chair. You know, have your butt on the edge of the chair so you can get some good hip flexion here. You're going to work the longest muscle in the human body. It's known as the sartorius muscle, which connects to the inner aspect of the thigh and comes around and connects with the outer aspect of the hip. So we're going to go up, down, then out to the side. And do 20 on each side. Here we go. Up, down, 1. Up, down, 2. Up, down, 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. They start to burn. You'll really start to feel that burn. Switch to the other side. Up, down, 1. Up, down, 2. Up, down, 3. Up, down, 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Great. I'm going to take these off. That's a pretty good set. You can do those, you know, you don't have to do 20. You know, it's just something that was just a round number. But remember, you do what you can do. You might want to start off with 10. Depends on the individual. I'm going to set these behind me here. Then next, I'm going to grab my resistant band, and we're going to go into an exercise called the archer. Now the archer, if any of you have ever shot a bow and arrow before, it actually resembles shooting a bow and arrow. So you're going to take that bow arm out in front of you, which is this arm. I'm going to take my elbow up high like I'm pulling an arrow back. You know, just like I'm aiming. Well, a good rule of thumb is to kind of aim at something, you know, like you're really shooting a bow and arrow. And you target your, you know, you look at your target, you look down that arrow, and you pull. Get that elbow up high. Let's do 20 on each side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to stop for a second to let you guys know that this works the back muscles, the lats. This is a great exercise for the muscles in the back. We're going to finish off with 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, starts to burn, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Really start to get an intense burn back there. I'm going to switch to the other side now. Remember, get that bow arm out in front of you. You don't want that arm going like this. You want it completely straight and fully extended while doing this exercise. Keep that elbow up high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's no rush. You really want to feel that muscle working. 13, 14, 15, tune into that muscle. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And that finishes up our archer. Next, we're going to move on to our bow to the knee crunch. Set my band down behind me here. Lay down on that mat. Let's reach behind us. Nice big stretch. We're going to bring up one knee at a time. It can come up with a slight bend, with the shoulders coming up at the same time, just like that. And we're going to go for 20 reps. Okay, 10 on each side. Alternating legs. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, finish up with those and we'll move on to our next exercise, which is called the squat to the Arnold press. Thing you want to remember first and foremost when you're getting down, actually it's called the chair squat to the Arnold press. You're going to look down, make sure you got the proper placement. I've went over this numerous times in my past videos, but I'm going to go over it again. As you look down, knees in line with the toes or slightly behind the toes. After you get that alignment, you shouldn't be looking down. You get your chin level, your eyes straight forward. You're going to draw on that stomach tight. And once you get that proper alignment, no looking down, no more. Because remember, wherever your head goes, your body will follow. Okay, we're going to start off with our palms facing in. Then we go up, drive through the heels, and finish with our palms facing out. Remember, you start off with the palms facing in, then when you finish, the palms facing out. And always remember, you got to breathe out on the way up, and then in on the way down. So let's start. Here we go. 1, 2, remember, drive to those heels. Breathe out on the way up, breathe in on the way down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Great. We got one more exercise. We're gonna grab our band, and we're gonna go into called a band chest press with the knee raise. I can take the band over the back, then we're gonna go into our band alternating arm chest press. And you're gonna notice when I grab the band, I grab it with the outer part of my palm, like so. A lot of people wanna grab it like this, which is bad. In order to work the muscles properly, you want to grab it with the outer part of the palm. And instead of having just the option to alternate your knees, you can also leave your feet flat on the floor. We're going to go to 30 reps total, and we're going to do 15 with the alternating knee and then 15 without. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 10 more. 21, 2, 3, 4, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. That finishes up another episode of Maximum Fitness. Thank you for joining me. My name's Jeremy Dahlm. Make it a great and healthy day.